The revelation came unexpectedly, shattering the foundation of everything I thought I knew about my life. I had always trusted my wife completely, believing in the promises we made and the family we built together. But a series of strange incidents began to raise doubts in my mind. Late nights at work she couldn't explain, secretive phone calls that she hurriedly ended when I entered the room, and an uncharacteristic coldness in her eyes. I tried to ignore these signs at first, hoping it was just stress or temporary problems, but my instincts told me otherwise. Driven by a mixture of suspicion and dread, I decided to look deeper into what was really going on. I hired a private investigator to track her movements and uncover the truth. The findings were worse than I could have ever imagined. She had cheated on me, not just once, but with 5 different men, all long before we had even thought about having a child. Each affair was a betrayal I had never suspected, hidden behind smiles and whispered lies. The final blow came when I was handed a DNA report that confirmed the daughter I had raised and loved wasn't biologically mine. That moment felt like my entire world collapsed. I questioned everything: the years we spent together, the memories we shared, the trust I had placed in her. How had she managed to carry such a secret without me noticing? And more painfully, how could she expect me to raise a child that was not mine, born out of deception? The mix of heartbreak and fury was overwhelming. I wanted to lash out, to scream, but I knew I had to be strategic if I wanted real justice. Quietly, I began to collect more proof: screenshots of conversations, records of financial transactions, witnesses who could testify to her infidelities. I prepared myself mentally and emotionally for the confrontation, knowing it would change everything. When the day came, I remained calm and composed. I presented the evidence to her without shouting or crying, making it clear that I had uncovered the full truth. The shock and guilt on her face were unmistakable, but I showed no mercy. I told her our marriage was over and that I would do everything to protect myself and our daughter. The legal battle that followed was tough. She tried to twist the story, but the evidence was undeniable. The court granted me full custody of our daughter, acknowledging my right to provide her a stable and honest environment. She was also ordered to pay alimony, ensuring that she would be held accountable for the life she disrupted. Though victorious, the process was emotionally draining. Every hearing reopened wounds that were still healing. Beyond the courtroom, I focused on rebuilding my life and protecting my daughter from the damage of the past. I became her rock, creating a world where she could grow up safe and loved without the shadows of betrayal looming over us. I poured my energy into self-improvement, pursuing hobbies I had neglected, spending more time with close friends, and rediscovering my own identity beyond the pain. Revenge for me was not about vengeance or cruelty. It was about reclaiming my dignity and showing that I refused to be broken by her lies. Seeing her struggle with the consequences of her choices brought a sense of closure. More importantly, I proved to myself that no matter how deep the betrayal, it's possible to rise above and create a better future. The scars remain, but they have made me strong.